A very good morning and good evening, friends. Wonderful. Welcome to day 80. So, Omega Pyramid Dallas, PSSM Corporate, and Pyramid Valley International together welcomes you to this wonderful day 80 of Stillness Beat, your daily dose of meditation and wisdom. Great to see we sailing through this part of day 80 of 365-day program. Let us begin the day with meditation. So, I hope most of you are now aware what are the steps for meditation. But just in case if there are any newcomers, the steps are very simple. We are going to do Ana-Pana-Sati Meditation. As you see in the screen, these are the 5 steps. Sit comfortably, clasp your fingers, cross your feet, close your eyes, and be with the natural breath. All that is required. That's all. All right. So please gather yourself. In case anyone is wearing spectacles, please remove them. Sit comfortably. Just be aware of your surroundings. Be aware of the entire the place. If there are any sounds or any noise that's going on, it's okay. Accept them as they are. Now, bring your awareness to the very place you're sitting. Make adjustments if required. You can lean, take support of your back, all up to your comfort. You can feel free to sit without support, but it's advisable to take support if needed. Sthira Sukhasana. The body has to be at ease. Clasp your fingers. Just interlock fingers into fingers and place them on your lap. Bring your awareness to your body and gently close your eyes. Just be aware. No judgment. Just aware. Let us scan our body from head to toe. Relax your forehead, your eyebrows. Relax your chin. Relax your shoulders, your upper back, lower back. Relax your hands and your clasped fingers. Loosen them a bit. Relax your thigh muscles, calf muscles, and your feet. Let the body be at rest. Now, gently bring your awareness to your breath. Breathe naturally. Do not alter your breath. Whatever pace you are breathing, it's perfect. No deliberation. Let it happen naturally. The beauty of this meditation is we are not forcing upon anything. We are not altering anything. We have put our body to rest, Sira Sukhasana, and we are breathing naturally. All that is needed is be aware of your ingoing and outgoing breath. Simple technique, just observe them. Observe without any judgment, without any expectations, nothing whatsoever. Simply observe. Now, the mind has a role, as always. It keeps bringing some thoughts or emotions to your notice. That's okay. That's what mind does. Gently park your thoughts and emotions for the next 40 minutes, just like you park your car or vehicle. You can engage with it later when needed. But for now, all that matters is your sheer observation of your breath. Thought appears, it's okay. Gently cut the thought and come back to your breath. No chanting, no mantra, no japa, no visualization of any form or shape, nothing whatsoever. Your own breath is your guru. Just be with your breath. We'll play music in the background, but let our attention be on our breath. Please cut the thoughts and come back to your breath, my dear friends. Please cut the thoughts and come back to your breath, my dear masters. Be with your breath. Please come back to your breath, my dear masters. Be with your breath. Please come back to your breath, my dear masters. Be with your breath. Please come back to your breath, my dear masters. Last 5 minutes. Wonderful masters. Now, slowly, please bring your attention to your heart space. And let us now say the Ho'oponopono statements with purity. I am sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. Let us be in this state for a minute. Let us now bring our attention to the four agreements. Be impeccable with your words. Let us be cautious and speak with integrity. Do not take anything personally. Do not make any assumptions too. Ask questions than making assumptions. Always do your best, because by doing our best, we take right action. And always do your best to follow these four agreements. Let us now bring our attention to the intention for the day. How would you like your day to be? Let us intend that with purity. For masters, slowly bring your attention to your body. Do not open your eyes yet. you may slowly unclasp your fingers and place them on your eyes for a few seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Gently open your eyes and give a smile to yourself. Please take your time. All right. Thank you, friends. Thank you, masters, for continuing your journey. We have Hari here. Hi, Hari. Good morning.
Yeah, morning, good morning, all. Welcome.
Yeah. So today is day 80, Hari, and I'm really happy the way participants and everyone are joining on day-to-day basis and meditating together and continuing this journey.
Absolutely, absolutely. This is joyful. I think longest, yeah, is what, and there's still a long way to go.
Yeah.
Good.
Yes. Yes. It's encouraging to see regular names, joining together, and that's
Yes.
really motivating. So, Hari, when we meditate this regularly, um, we know the benefits are humongous when you keep this practicing daily. But still, I want to hear from you the fundamentals, the basics of this sticking, together for longer time. I know there are a lot of researchers that has already published where you continue to do a practice on a daily basis regularly. It helps a lot. But still, I want to hear from you because I know you have been consistently doing things despite all odds. We want to hear from you, from your experience and practice.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, see, one, from my personal experience, what I observed is uh, the first, the first success in life is learning meditation always. Like to be able to feel that, okay, I need something to go inside, getting that thought and getting introduced to meditation is the always the first success. Um, and then once we get into meditation, it's like getting into your dream college or university and, to pursue higher studies. But from then on, it's all about consistency. That's all. Nothing else. Nothing else can reap benefits more than being consistent with what we are doing. So, especially to be in these kind of forums, these kind of 365 days and 40 days, 21 days, whatever, programs actually help in bringing that consistency into the practice. The more consistent that we are, it's like to simplify it, like, okay, you are reading a book, first 10 pages today, and then put it aside, and then you're coming back to it after a month. Then potentially you may have to go back to those 10 pages again if you're not consistent with the book until you finish it. Or you may miss the context. When you start reading from 11th page, you miss the context of, you may have to refer back. You don't lose it, but you have to refer back to refresh it again. So every time you come back, it takes a little bit of time to connect back, and you don't feel like you are enjoying the book continuously. So it's same thing happens with meditation as well. By any means, or if you are not able to sit for meditation, that's fine. The consistency comes not just with sitting for meditation, to be connected to these kind of forums, to be connected to always spirituality, no matter what, every single day. that keeps the momentum and energy intact. That keeps us going without revision. So that way, I think that's what you, me, or anyone. So we have seen life from being students and then started meditation at quite engaged, and life moved on. It's not the same life. The responsibilities, everything changes. But thing is, one thing that's constant is back then also we have practiced and then taken this science forward, and then now also we take, may not be as intense as back then, definitely, or may not be spending as much time as we used to spend back then for days together, disappear and meditate. But no need. If we are consistent, time doesn't matter. Every day, at least 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever time that you could be in touch with it. If you read 10 pages in a day and then next day you're reading 11th page only, that is as good as, being in touch with it. Rather than you leaving it saying that, oh, I don't have time to read 10 pages now, and then bring the book back again after a month. No. But if you read 10 lines every day, that's fine. So having that consistency is extremely important in the path of spirituality. I hope
Right.
I took.
Yes, absolutely. Very well said. Because in the long run, these things are not visible, but in the long run, you can actually see the graph going up.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, friends, today is all about interaction and clearing our questions, and it's all about. So, please feel free to raise your hands, share any questions that you have, or share any feedback or any kind of experience that you have, or you can post your questions in the chat. So, we already have Surendra. His hands is raised. Okay. Hi, Surendra. Good morning. Please go ahead.
Hi everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. First of all, I would like to say thank you for everyone to joining this call and sharing the different kind of experiences so that it is helping for everyone. I thought to ask the question, but before asking the question, Harry has already answered my whatever the question I'm about to ask actually regarding the consistency. So I thought to ask because when it's like almost like 1.5 year, I'm continuously traveling with this team, right? So when initially it's like 5 minutes or 10 minutes as I retired, then after that we are getting diverted actually. Now it's been like 1.5 year, and now I'm able to sit 30 minutes without any without any disturbance or maybe distraction. Okay, after 30 minutes or 35 minutes, again I'm getting like kind of pain or legs pain, whatever it may be. Then we are getting the distraction and we are coming out of the meditation. Okay, then I thought to ask the Hari, how can we like extend more time to sit like to do the meditation? So Hari has already answered that question, whether it's a 5 minutes or 30 minutes, whatever at the time, just we need to maintain the consistency. That consistency, I'm doing it right now, but the only thing is I want to extend some more time to do the meditation. So that is the question what I think to ask Hari.
That's good. That's good that it's answered. So see, consistency, when I say as just to add, as I said, do not even think that you have to actually sit for meditation. So be in that mode, like, I'm meditative. So you make, I don't think there will be any person who will not get 10 minutes a day. Spend 10 minutes in washroom at least, right? So it's the same thing. So be aware of your presence, and then that's good enough. So always have that view. That's it. Yeah.
In a day also sometimes we are recollecting the things actually. Like we are doing the meditation so that let it be cool, some kind of daily, at least in the day we are remaining at least like 3 to 4 times actually. That is one of the good thing, like we have kind of awareness like what we are doing it actually.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. It gives to be in touch opens up many force within us, I would say. What we think is negative, what we actually divide or draw a line between negative and positive comes closer. The more we are consistent, the more we are in touch with meditation, our mindset totally changes only with consistency. So, for example, because there are no questions, I'll just add a little bit to it in terms of drawing the lines between positivity and negativity and how. For example, boredom. If you have boredom in life, is this positive or negative? For most of the time, when we are bored, we say that as a negative emotion, like, hey, you know what, I feel so bored about it. I mean, I'm bored. I don't have anything to do. It's a low thing, most of us. Yeah. And it's right if we don't meditate. If we don't meditate, have you ever observed any animal feeling boredom? Anyone? Any dog, or if you have a pet dog or pet cat or something, did any time any animal expressed, I'm bored? No, right? It's a gift given to only human beings that you're bored. So long ago, I had this thought. I haven't read this anywhere, but I got this thought that I was bored, I had nothing to do. Really feel it here, that emptiness of, what to do now? There's nothing to do. And I got this thought, like, I'm bored. There's no friends for some reason, nothing to do. And I felt low. Then immediately I got this thought, why do humans feel bored at all? Like, why not any animal? Why not a bird? Dog just go and sit under a sun or, somewhere else, just closing its eyes and then just be it. That's it. Never says, I'm bored, I want to do something. Why only humans feel this? Then what I realized is that it's not negative, it's actually positive. It's creating a space within our life to fill with something that's not random. Most of the time, what we do is our life is in autopilot mode. We want to keep ourselves busy, always keep ourselves busy. We want to engage into something or not. When I say we, our mind want to engage into something or not. But there will be spaces where our existence is questioned. What if there is nothing to be engaged? What if there is nothing to be engaged outside? That's when we feel bored. There is nothing to be engaged outside. But I turned it into a positive insight, totally pro insight, thinking that there is nothing to engage outside. Why not I engage within? Why not I just read a book or close my eyes and then, meditate? That's the time to meditate. The more boredom that you are feeling, it's a sign that the less your mind is engaged outside, which is good. The whole problem is that we totally want to jump from one to other continuously. When you feel bored, oh my God, it's too good. Just close your eyes. You are in a perfect state that, you don't want to engage. Even if there is something outside, if nothing outside is interesting you, it's pulling you, attracting you, just to spend time, that's all. If there is any work that we need to do, and if we don't do that, we will die. That's the actual work. That's actually ours, outside. Everything else, we have to pick and choose what's generating energy within us, that upliftment within us. It's fun as well. Spending time with your friends, is it uplifting us or not? If it's not uplifting, then don't choose it, right? So likewise, drawing these lines between what we think positive can be negative, what we think negative can be positive. As an example, boredom is not negative. It is showing a sign to us that, you know what, you have nothing to do now. Nothing outside is exciting you. Then mind goes to this question mark. Why nothing is exciting for you? And then tries to throw you into depression sometimes, tries to throw you into, it says you are alone. It criticizes you for not being with the mind, entertaining the mind. And that's when you feel boredom is negative. But question that boredom. You know what? If I'm not engaged to anything outside, this is my time, this is the precious time. I just want to sit and close my eyes. So when you start meditating, when you are in the path of spirituality, the question of boredom goes away. It becomes our time, totally our time. So these are some of the insights that will pop up when we are consistent with meditation, that the whole perception towards everything changes. So everything that we get in our life has a purpose. A fear has a purpose. Fear is not negative. If you are afraid of something, that has purpose. If we have boredom, that has purpose. If we are angry, that has purpose. If we are jealousy, that has purpose. There is something that we need to learn there and enhance ourselves and evolve ourselves. So we get to a state where nothing is negative. Nothing. There is nothing negative. That means there is nothing that pulls us down. Everything that elevates. Yeah. So just thought, these kind of perceptions that may come to us, like, that won't pull us down in life. Yeah. Any other questions?
Yeah, wonderful.
Hari, I would like to say one more thing actually. When we had a previous session, right, regarding water example, which you told, right, how it is getting dry and how we are wasting the water or something. So that is, I'm not sure about other people, but almost I remember like more than 100 times from last 2 sessions. So whenever I'm feeling low, right? So I'm thinking like my energy is getting waste. So let us switch off the mind for 10 minutes. So that is the kind of awareness I'm getting actually with that example. So that is helping a lot to me whenever I'm feeling low or maybe whenever I'm a bit angry. So I'm just switching off like 5-10 minutes, then sitting ideally so that I'm overcoming of that negative thoughts or maybe whenever I'm feeling low.
That's good. Beautiful. Excellent. That's it, right? So many people doesn't realize that just sitting quietly
Thank you.
for some time fixes everything.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So,
Yeah,
Hari, continuing with um, regarding consistency. Yes, on one side, consistency helps, and there's a lot, positive side of it, how it's going to help in long run. But while we are being consistent, there is something that you just mentioned about boredom. Boredom kicks in. But what my question here is, there's also some kind of expectation that kicks in. So when you don't see visible, tangible things or benefits in some cases, but these things always comes loud from behind the mind. Array, you're doing, but nothing is happening. Things are not improving, or things are still as it is. You feel you're still there in the same station. You haven't gone ahead. This is one thing I feel personally. I felt is one, what do you say, one very big, what do you say, the hurdle to pass through. And these are some of these ways where we can easily give up on our path. So what is your thought on that, on these expectations?
No, yeah, 100%. This is a constant thing everyone goes through. Even I went through at some point of my life, because there is I would say the problem is also with the teachers, meditation teachers as well in here. So why I say is, initially when we come to meditation, when anyone comes to meditation, first thing that we say is you get what you want if you meditate. So it's natural that everyone actually comes. What motivates us to start meditation is like, okay, I have stress, or I have health problem, or I want to know myself. So there is some ask there to get into meditation. So now thing is, when we start meditating, yes, we start getting, sometimes or many times we start getting what we want, but sometimes we may not get what we want. Okay. The thing is, our mind, at some point, our mind gets in tune with this path as well, and then starts to look for what we are asking, if that is getting manifested or not. Okay. So it is like this. Oh, I want green color. Okay. Just as an example, like I want to see green color by doing meditation. Okay. And or yellow, for example, and I want to see yellow color, and then I close my eyes and I'm meditating, and then there is rainbow out there, and then my self and my mind says, where is my yellow color? I am not getting my yellow, but you know what? There is a rainbow out there. No, we won't be able to see that because our mind is not letting us see what's coming in meditation, because it is so focused that it wants what it wants. But when we meditate, what we are doing is we are actually cutting the mind, connecting to the universe, and manifesting the best possible thing through universe. And once we open our eyes, we are coming into the mind and then trying to translate the creation into the three-dimensional reality most of the time. So when that happens, it's what our mind wants is yellow color. But when we sit and cut the thoughts, and when we elevated ourselves to the universe, it gave us the rainbow, which has many other colors along with yellow. And then we opened our eyes and come back to reality, and then it says, where is my yellow? But thing is, you have rainbow. So there will always be manifestation. There is no question about it. It is like when you have a seed, the plant will definitely come. So there is no doubt about it. But thing is, it may not always be the same way that we anticipated. So what needs to be fine-tuned is our anticipation towards reality. The more we get into a mode of, you know what, I want this. Let's see what comes. If we get into this kind of mode, let's see what comes, then we will be able to see what is coming to us, because there is no question that nothing comes. Something comes, which could be something different, in line with our expectation, more than that, enhanced version of it, or something that we need, or in a different form. But we won't be able to see that until we have this perception of, okay, I want this, let me see what comes. So that's the mode that we need to be. It'll always come, but our mind is, just deviates us from what it is. That's why I'll just connect it back to something that I just recently spoke in my forum. So when we are trying to manifest something, when we are trying to manifest something or ask something to happen, right? Don't keep on expecting when will it happen, when will it happen, when will it happen. So don't keep on questioning it. Don't irritate the universe. When someone is doing some work in your office, if you go on checking, saying, hey, when will it happen? When will it happen? When will you give me this thing? Then, uh, you know, the work will get more delayed because you are putting again your mind into the universe. So we always have to leave the universe to it and let it take care, and then it'll be manifested on its own. Hope I answered. So that perspective of, okay, I want to match with my mindset to the reality, that's what kills us in this practice. Look for big. I asked for this, what's out there is the view that we need to develop. Yeah.
Right. Right. Be open is something which
Exactly.
is
Be
beautiful
open,
in this
yes.
part. Thank you. Thank you, buddy.
One, yeah.
Yeah. As I have seen Brahmaji posting saying, she has registered for the advanced meditation program at Pyramid Valley from 26th to 30th March, residential program. Wonderful, Brahmaji. All the best.
Great.
And friends, please keep visiting Pyramid Valley website. There are so many programs being organized. You can feel free to just connect and experience the programs. Before I take the question in from the chat, I saw Vikal has had he had raised his hand. Vikal bhai.
Yeah, am I audible?
Yes,
Yes.
please go ahead.
Good morning. Hey, Hari.
One,
Gratitude to you.
one.
So, Hari, I think you have partially answered the question what I was about to ask. Then I lowered my hand also. But
Right.
still, I think
Yes.
if we look at, and I was reflecting on this, last week, the theme for the week was infinite possibilities. And you are mentioning think big. So, whatever we think, at least we are creating the boundary and limiting the things. Whatever we think, we want 100 crore or we want, big motivational speaker or whatever, wherever we are going and thinking to the, extreme, which we are thinking big, but still we are limiting it. So how and what we need to do that, it remain unlimited, infinite possibilities. Don't, think of the boundaries and, keep doing the things. I'm little confused on this. So I really appreciate if you can throw some light on this to
No,
guide
this
all
is,
of us.
yeah, this is so good. So thing is, we think we trust universe. We think we trust universe, but we actually don't. So when we think big, and there's nothing wrong with it, because thing is, our mind wants a proof or a reasoning or a person to trust something. When do we trust someone? When do we trust something? When there is a tangible result already. When there was someone already achieved it. So there was a proof of concept that we need to always trust something. That's how we built this system. Yeah. We have been habituated to. So whenever we think big, yes, we heard from people and then from our small experiences, we know universe will manifest it. But thing is, do we trust fully? Can we leave this to universe and then just let it happen? We don't, because our mind kept on questioning that, what, how can this happen? Consciously or unconsciously or even subconsciously, that question will kept on coming in terms of, when there is no trust on anything, when there is no that deep trust and surrender, trust is equal to surrenders. So the trust has to deepen to the level of surrender. When we surrender to universe, when we ask something, that's when the manifestation happens so cleanly. Like there won't be any gap between what we think and what manifests. What we lack in this process many times is surrender. When we surrender, we don't even question the time. Okay, I want this to be manifested and then we don't trust universe, we don't surrender to universe. Then we check every day. Okay, it has to happen in a week's time. Why didn't it happen in a week's time? Is what we question, right? The problem is we think that if it happens in a week's time, it is the best thing to happen with our mind. Okay, next week, if it happens, it's the best thing to happen. Maybe that's not the best. Maybe that's not the way to do it. There is a better way to do it. There is a better form to do it. Or maybe someone else has to do it, not us. Maybe it has to happen through someone else. So what is important, what we should make it important is our thought, whatever that we ask for the universe, we think it is with respect to me. But for universe, it's creation. It's not with respect to me, and it's not with respect to time. It's not with respect to space. For it, the manifestation happens in the best possible manner, the way that it is supposed to happen. Whoever has surrendered to universe till now in the path of spirituality were always blissful, like always blissful. Because once we start surrendering to universe, then we start to realize that universe always gives the best. Always. Take Mirabai, who surrendered to Krishna, was always in blissful state. Kabir was always blissful. Buddha was always blissful. Why? Because they all surrendered to universe. No mental goals. By next year, I have to achieve this. By next year, you have to achieve this. Next year is mind. I is also mind. Both are mind, right? You can think like that. How universe is, the soul is trying to manifest A, B, C. What's the best possible way to manifest this ABC? And then how can that manifestation uplift this soul to learn and experience something on the other side of? So this ABC may go to someone else, which may in turn uplift ourselves. We may have the same experience as well. Yeah. I want a job in a company is what we want to manifest. Okay. Universe thinks, you know what? I will give him an opportunity just to own the company. Okay. So it's not trying to give you the job, but it's trying to own the company. It's trying to making you to own the company fully. How it happens just I'm hypothetical scenario. How it happens is you don't get the job. Okay. But that company starts with so many people, and then, that started by someone, and that's happening. And then you have the skill, but you didn't get the job in it. After 5 years, it happened that a CEO was sitting under a tree thinking about, how to save my company because it is in losses. You're jobless. All you have is skill. You waited for 5 years for the job in that company that didn't come to you. But after 5 years, you're sitting next to him, talking to him. What happened? And then conversation led to, what, if you save my company, this company is yours. So 5 years, you have the skill and you own a company. But thing is, these 5 years, what will our mind think? We haven't manifested it. We have delayed it. I didn't get a job. I didn't get this. But universe waited for that scenario to happen. So you can directly get into a company and own a company instead of starting it and building it and all of that. You have a better experience. Sorry for taking longer, but thing is, this is a common problem many people have, and I have seen people who stop doing meditation thinking that it is not getting manifested. So we have to inculcate that surrenderance to universe, and that's what will manifest in a much, much bigger way. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Just to add a small snippet on that. Thinking is mind's job, right?
Yeah.
And the universe understands the energy of feeling that comes from the heart. So in order to manifest, go with that feeling. Imagine you already have 100 crore in your bank, or you are already a motivational speaker. So that feeling. So I can relate this recent example when Sanju Samson was interviewed after he hit those three beautiful match knocks. So he was saying last World Cup, he was sitting in the dugout, imagining that he is there and doing this, and he is holding this. And see, he is already imagined then, and he is already with that feeling in his heart.
Yes.
And in the due course of time, mind plays its role. Mind will come and question. That's his job. It's okay. That's a logical thing. And as I said, the ego and mind, it's all mind's play. But it's that. I mean, I'm just adding this slightly. It's the feelings
Yeah.
which which actually will bring that. And universe, though we may not be able to articulate in a beautiful word or beautiful way, but that feelings is an energy which universe definitely connects with.
Thank you very much. Yes, there is something special today, when Hari, you were, answering this question, and I was getting lot many questions, and at the fag end of your, concluding it, you have, answered all those. Then again, I got one or two questions. Sunil jumped in and he answered those two questions also, what I was having. But still, I have got one again.
Yes, go for it.
Continue on this. And
Yeah.
so, as rightly mentioned that, who decide that what I should achieve and get, it's mind
Yeah.
game. And when
Yes.
we are doing meditation, we are trying to do the mastery on the mind and, control those kind of things that, we should go on our soul path. So my question is then, if that is the mind game and all, then why do we need to have any goal and all? Do we really need the goal? Just surrender to universe and, start the journey and go with full
Yeah.
flow.
There you
There is
go.
no, when the moment you try to set any goal for yourself, you are limiting. So there is no
There you go.
point of
Spot on.
setting any goal. Just accept whatever is coming, go with the flow, and surrender yourself to universe.
Just spot on.
Is
Spot
that
on.
correct, sir?
100%. That's just no doubt about it. That's exactly where we need to get. Maybe half of the people will drop off. If I don't get what I want, I don't want to meditate. That's why we don't say this as marketing people. But thing is, this is a natural state that we all get into, Vikalji. Like once we start seeing the beauty of universe manifesting in a grander way, right? Right? Once we build this trust in universe as we meditate and as we practice, you know what happens? The surrender becomes the reality. I mean, when universe knows what is best for me, like, what's the point of we asking? Like, it's when mother knows what my tastes are, okay? What's good for me, what's healthy for me, and when to eat what and what to have, like, why should I worry about it? Let me just sit back and enjoy the ride, right? So that's the state that will naturally occur. That's why we don't say, okay, you surrender, you surrender. Why should I force you to surrender? The more you meditate and the more you are consistent in this journey, that's where we get to where, oh, you know what, just sit back and enjoy the ride. Like, just have fun.
Yeah.
Mind, the suffering comes from this, asking for all these things. I played with mind like anything. You can't even imagine what all I used to manifest, like extremely silly things to extremely grandest things in my life, job, whatnot. Then I realized, like, you know what, I'm manifesting only little. If I am originating the thought from my I, even what I am asking is also small. Once we surrender, right, what comes to us is just beauty, just utter beauty and peace. So,
Very, very
absolutely, Vikram. Thanks for taking the topic to the
Yeah.
speak
So,
and making me to
last
say
week,
it.
last week, Hariji, on Sunday, we had class from, Paliwal sir,
Yeah.
and he mentioned that, you get what you deserve, not what you
Yes.
desire. Desire is coming from the mind. Then I
Yeah.
was, sitting and, doing churning on this point. Then I reached to the point that, who decide what you deserve?
Yeah.
Then I get the answer that is universe. So you
Yes.
need not, think on that, what you deserve and what you are desiring. Desiring is the mind game, and deserving is
Yeah.
being decided by the universe. So just surrender and, go with the
That's
flow.
it. Just go with the flow. That's it.
Very much, very much. We desire for for an apple, and then universe gives you fruit bowl. So that's how sometimes the universe
Exactly.
is. Thank you, Vikal.
Thank
Beautiful
you.
question.
Thank you very
I
much.
have,
Deep gratitude to both of you. Thank you very much.
thank you. I have two hands. I can see two hands raised. Actually, three, but then somebody dropped out. But there is one question I want to pick from the chat. Okay. Sindhu ji has asked this question. I know Hari has already partially answered this, but I still want to pick this question up. How can one be in present moment without an expectation? If you want to add
How
quickly on it.
how can one be in present moment without an expectation? So the more expectations that we have, the more we'll be in the future because you're expecting something in the future, right? What we are expecting won't be in the present moment. So the more expectations that we have, the more uh, in the future that we'll be. So just if you shift from expectation to wishful thinking, right? Then you can be in the present moment. What is wishful thinking is, uh, you know what, universe, please give me this. And that's it. Done. You gave the job to universe to do it. Expectation is more like, I have to get this. You know what? You have to give me. Is it coming? Is it ready? Is it happening? Is it cooking? So you are expecting the same outcome for universe to give you. As Sunil said, you asked for apple. Is apple coming? Is apple coming? Is apple coming? There is a fruit ball out there that's he's making, which will take a little bit more time. He has to collect not just apples, he has to get more fruits for you. So he's collecting it. But thing is, with an expectation of apple being in future, no, you won't be. So you ask for apple and then just close your eyes, build the trust, and then you can be in the present. Yeah. So, and next thing is being in the present moment is not just a silly, simple thing to happen. So, maybe Sindhu, I think you have joined yesterday as well. As I said, presence will be in different layers. It operates at different layers. We can be physically present. You are observing your breath. You're physically present. Maybe you're not mentally present. Maybe your mind is still in the past or future or, jumping everywhere. But when you are with your thoughts, let's say some people say, I'm unable to sit for meditation, there's so many thoughts coming. Then we say, be with your thoughts. When you know what thoughts are coming into your mind and what are you thinking right now, what exactly you're thinking right now, then you are mentally present. So you can be physically present, you can be mentally present. And when you are with your feeling, do you know what you feel right now? Do you know how you're feeling? Are you feeling anger? Are you feeling good, bad? That is emotional presence. So you can be emotionally present. These are easy. If you sit and practice, all these three things will happen. You can be physically present, mentally present, and emotionally present. But there is something called pure presence, which is a highest level, that is awareness. You have no thoughts, you have no body, you don't even have a feeling. You're just purely witnessing. You're just purely witnessing every layer as one. And that is a state that we need to get into. And all these are good. Being physically present, yes, good. Being mentally present, good. But being a pure witness is actually linked to the concept I said, total surrender. When you surrender, what thoughts you have? No thoughts. What is there to make anything? You already surrendered. You gave the job. You're not thinking about it. So practicing this being in the present moment requires a bit of consistency and building the trust in the universe. Yeah. Thanks.
Definitely. Yeah, one of the best ways to do this is, of course, apart from meditation, it's also to, in any activity that you do, see that you're practicing being in doing that particular thing at that moment. You're reading a book, practice being there. You're working on something, practice being in that moment. So it is this question, this answer will remain theoretical as long as we don't practice. The moment we start practice, the moment we experience ourselves, okay, this is what the beauty of being in the moment is. Because when you have expectations, a lot of questions, a lot of pressure, a lot of things comes. Those things will cloud, as Hari said. So, yeah, we'll quickly move to Madhuji. She had been raising hands from for long. Yes, Madhuji, please go ahead.
Thank you for taking my calls. Actually, because you'd asked most of the questions that I wanted, and Hari's answered it beautifully. So, but I also want to know, how is fear and anger positive?
Fear and anger are positive if you're conscious about them. So why does any feeling come to us? Any feeling, why it comes to us? Why do you feel fear? Why do you feel anger? Because there is something about it. There is something that we need to transcend or experience, right? So, first of all, what is positive? What is negative? That is something that we all need to reflect on. Who's telling what is positive and what is negative? Define.
I am.
We define it.
Mm.
When I say we, not just we as a system as well, define what is positive and what is negative, right? What if there is only Rama, there is no Ravana? There is no Ramayana. If there is no Ramayana, we don't know how to live today in many ways. Yeah?
Mm.
So who's positive and who's negative here? There is no positivity and negativity. We are all bound to the karmic results. Like if we have done A, then we have to experience B. Like, whatever that we do, we have to experience it in all dimensions. Only when we experience in all dimensions, then we become a complete being. So there is nothing like positive and negative at all. There is only one thing, what to experience and how to experience. What to experience and how to experience is something that comes by choice. We have to choose what to experience, and then how to experience is something that we choose to. So there is a great book called Your Soul's Gift by Robert Schwartz, who talks about various issues or every human can experience. So in that, he says, you can experience anything by having it or by not having it.
Okay.
So it's a choice. It's a choice to make, whether doing it or not doing it. You can have in both ways. Means positively, you want to experience money. You can experience money by having it or by not having it. Both can give actually same teaching as well. What is your choice? You want to experience money by having it or by not having it? That's a choice to make. For universe, both of them are will disappear. Both are illusions. Both is a movie. Having or not having doesn't matter. Once we leave this body, nothing matters. So what sort of experience you want to choose is a choice. What gives you more thrill? Right? What lures you more? That's what we choose. So having money is positive, not having money is negative. For whom? For society, yes. Because it has defined those boundaries. So likewise, fear and anger is the most angry person that we know in let's say Hindu scriptures, Parashuram, right? He is direct, avatar, one of the avatar of God. It was a symbol of anger. So if anger is negative, Parashuram is negative. Means we are questioning the avatar of Supreme as a negative. So nothing is negative and positive. Everything is an experience. Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah. Thank you, Hari. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll pick a couple of questions from the chat. Gayatri ji had mentioned, I suddenly get jerks in my body when I'm trying to relax.
Okay. Yeah. Good. I think I'll combine these two as well, the third eye question as well. Both. You get body jerks in your body when you're trying to relax. And how will I know I get a third eye experience when I'm meditating continuously with consistency? Okay, number one, these are all meditational experiences. When the energy comes into our body, we may get jerks, body may get lighter, body may get heavier, and all of these things. So one such is you suddenly get jerks in your body when you're trying to relax. Relax what? Relax the body. What is relaxing? Relaxing is letting go, letting it to the natural state. Whenever we let it go, anything, mind or body or anything, what happens is it becomes very subtle. It becomes lighter. It becomes very light. When it becomes very light, we start to feel a bit more deeper. When the water is just moving and when there are waves in it, we can't see through the water. Yeah, we can't see through what's in there. We can't feel through what's in there. But when water is still, when it is transparent, when there is no mud, then what happens? We can see through what's inside. We can experience what's inside. Likewise, when the physical body relaxes and rests fully, we would be able to see other layers within the body as well. There are many layers within the body. So one such layer is etheric body or an energy body is what we call. So what happens is this energy body always moves and always vibrates within. We don't feel it because we are so lost in this dense matter. Yeah. So when we meditate and relax our body, this dense matter becomes very subtle and see-through, where we'll be able to experience that energy body, which is just moving. When that energy body, etheric body, or if we go a bit more, astral body, what it does is it just moves and vibrates, and you can feel them. When you are able to feel it, you feel these jerks in the body. So, which is a good experience. So in every possible way, you suddenly get jerks in your body when you're trying to relax is natural. You're feeling your energy body. You're feeling that you have other layers as well, not just this physical body, which is a great meditation experience. Okay. Hope I answered. Thanks. And
Yes, Hari. Thank you. You combined both the questions.
just
Yeah.
one third eye thing. I'll just cover third eye as well. How will I know that I get a third eye experience when I'm meditating continuously? Why? If you get a third eye experience, you will know it. Until you know it, don't worry that you have to know that you get a third eye experience, because what is third eye experience is nothing but something that we can see beyond these two eyes. If we can see that, then you get it. And it's always active. That means if you close your eyes now and then, can you imagine a white elephant in front of you as an image? Can you imagine that it is walking? Yeah, there is a white elephant and that it is walking. You close your eyes, but your mind is seeing and then creating that image, right? So what you are seeing is what your mind is saying. But when you sit in meditation, you go above and beyond mind. When you go above and beyond mind, you will get to see what's out there beyond your mind's imagination. And that seeing can be visual, can be audible, or can be a smell, or can be just a mere understanding. Like you may just understand. You no need to see the image, a white elephant walking. I know how it looks. You no need, you particularly maybe you don't need to know what a white elephant looks like and how it walks. You just know, you have that understanding within. All this is third eye. Third eye is not just about imagining it. So if you feel new, if you feel fresh, all that is third eye only. Don't think that it's just image. Okay. Alrighty.
Thank you. Looking at the question Percy is supposed to, I think let's pick that question as the last question today, Harry.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah. So
Even after
Percy's
80
mentioned.
days, it's the same. I enter into a calm state while meditating, but after meditation session is over, the anger, the continuous flow of thoughts start again. Kindly advise what we can do about it. Hope I'm correctly meditating. If time is less today, we could discuss. Now, see, I've been meditating from past 26 years. And once I go out of this room, I may have my emotions playing as well. I may watch. Yes, mostly I know what, but thing is, I may still have that anger. I may still have that, correcting my kids or stress at work or all these things may still come back up. And there is no problem with it, is what I'm saying, because you are in the um, journey of getting to be perfect, getting to that state of, what I surrender fully. I don't want to control anything, is a state that we are all walking through. You know what is the biggest success that you already have got in these 80 days? That you have anger. You have thoughts flowing. That is one of the biggest achievement that you ever have. Because your awareness has started focusing that, you have this anger, you have these thoughts. So knowingly or unknowingly, you are starting to watch them. And eventually, as you walk this path, you will refine them. Never ever think that, okay, I'm meditating very calm, and after going out of meditation also, you will be calm, you will be, peaceful, and you will not have any emotions. No. You will be having emotions. You will be having all those ups and downs, but you will be aware of those. That's the difference that you get after. So never think that we all should become saints. Like when I say saint, not do anything. No, we are in real life. We have relationships around. We have people around. We have, material things around. The goal is to be aware of everything, not to get rid of everything. If we get rid of everything, there won't be any learning, there won't be any life. Life is full of all these ups and downs and emotions and people and relationships and dealing with them. And the goal is to be aware of them, to be able to learn and evolve. Go about, you should have anger, but that anger should have a purpose. You should have fear, that fear should have a purpose. So when we turn every thought, every emotion, every feeling into a purpose, then we will not worry about any negative or positive thoughts. So you are in the right state, and knowing that you have anger and thoughts is the biggest achievement that you have. So keep going. That's a beautiful state. Thanks.
Yeah. Thank you, Harry. Thank you for the question also. Great. So I think we can end this session now. I think we don't have any more questions. yeah, Ramaji has posted certain, emphasized on choosing the right words. Yes, please do feel free to watch the video. I haven't. I will also sure watch. Great. Thank you so much, friends. So that we can conclude day 80 today. Thank you so much for joining in and discussing. Let's wait for tomorrow's session. It's going to be another beautiful session. The details will be posted. Thank you, Hari, for taking our time. Saturdays are it's a big, really nice toast to have a coffee with you and have this chat. Thank you so much, Hari.
Thanks.
Thank you, everyone, friends. Thank you all. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.